Yes.
What's your topic?
My topic comes from Patreon today.
Oh, does it?
Yes, from an old friend on Patreon. And, of course, my phone has just gone completely white right now. Because... Sorry, 1 second.
You need to get with that iPhone 6.
Yeah. Shahar.
Hey, Shahar.
Asks,
Thanks for your support on patreon.com/kindafunny.
What are the age-old questions? Something I've often wondered about you gentlemen. I know Colin specifically because I've roomed with him now. And I've seen parts of his body that I don't even think he's seen, truth be told. Parts that are soft and curvaceous. Shahar says, what is the best type of underwear? Boxers, briefs, brief boxers, Superman undies, commando. Please discuss. And if Nick wants to show us his underwear, I wouldn't mind.
Nick.
Oh, this is fun. So I have one set of underwear that's the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
It's like the Christmas theme underwear that I'm like, I got to get that out of the way first because I got E3 next week and I can't wear Christmas holiday underwear.
I can't die at E3 and have people here spread the rumor.
It's got to
be
be
Christmas
like,
underwear.
you know. So I'm wearing the Christmas tree underwear.
Let's see them.
They're like...
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see those.
But boxers.
They're
or you wear.
boxers.
The regular old boxers.
So I'm segueing over to the boxer brief.
Yeah, you are. That's the future.
Because it's a little bit more...
Perfect?
Yeah, it's the perfect
You
underwear.
just feel more secure, I think. But for the most part, I've always been a boxer guy. Because growing up in Southern California, it's really hot. And you don't want anything on you. You start getting like that layer of sweat. I don't need that. You get like random... like markings on you when you gotta take them off. No, thank you. I like the boxer. Well, you know, like if they're too tight, they pinch your leg.
I mean, just go a size up, man. Like,
no, I go, but then it
He only
defeats the
wears
purpose.
smalls.
Then I've got too much material down there, and if you're wearing the skinny jeans, you know, you got the
well,
same problem you got
that's
with
the problem with
boxers.
boxers.
That's the problem.
The bunching. I ain't down with that at all.
So I've been wearing boxers for a long time, but I started doing yoga with my wife on a pretty regular basis, with the exception of the last couple of weeks because the live show pretty much killed me, and I haven't recovered since. And now we're going straight into E3 and Comic-Con.
You'll be fine.
But what was cool about it is when you do yoga, you're all upside down and all sorts of crazy stuff. So if you're wearing boxers, chances are you're going to show the yoga instructor your ball sack.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with personally. I don't really care. I think I have a lovely set of balls.
Yeah.
So is Colin.
Thank you.
Jury's still out on Greg. I haven't seen his yet, but I don't want to room with him because he snores like a
I
fucking
don't
grizzly
snore.
bear.
He snores. That's you're just making up stories about me. Is that what?
So I started wearing these Lululemon like boxer, they're like boxer briefs. I don't know. They have some sort of like ball catching name for them. I don't know what they're
A
called.
ball catching name?
But the reason
What's
I
that
like
mean?
them,
Lululemon ball catcher.
it's like they're like I forget what they call them. It's something like
I love that you wear Lululemon, Nick. This is so funny.
I got 3 pairs of Lululemon underwear that I wear to yoga specifically. But the reason I like wearing them to yoga is when I do yoga a lot, your quads get big and muscular. And they remind me of George St. Pierre's quads, who used to fight for formerly the UFC, and he used to wear the same sort of underwear tight short when he fought, and he always looked really cool. So in my brain, right before I go to yoga, before I put my clothes on, I throw on those Lululemon boxer briefs. They're hella tight, and I look at myself and I throw a kick, and hopefully I didn't hurt myself, and then I put the rest of my clothes on and I go namaste.
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 Yeah, I wear boxer briefs. I used to be a boxers guy, like I think most people were, and it seemed like that was like the thing growing up, right?
Yeah.
You went from the whitey
Tidy
whities, boxers,
and those were cool.
And now I've gotten to the boxer briefs. Yeah, boxers were fine, but they were, but that was in the baggy jean era.
Yeah,
there
it's
you
like
go.
it's a different thing, man.
Yeah,
Marky Mark popularized them.
He
Mark
did.
Wahlberg.
And now I'm in the boxer brief thing. I wear the Michael Kors. That's where I got started with
You
him.
couldn't get Michael Kors if you were fucking Michael Kors, Greg. That was a Nicki Minaj quote.
Sorry, I couldn't get
Keep
that. My bad.
Yeah.
Well, who is she insulting?
Huh?
What is
Anyways,
that?
Just
insulting?
women in general.
Oh, okay.
But she wouldn't insult women because she's, empowering towards women. But just the women that aren't on her level. The basic bitches, if you will. She is a bad bitch.
Yeah, she's a bad bitch.
They're soft. I like that. They're snug on the leg, which I like. And then there's plenty of room for all the ghibli bits to move around. But they're also they don't not too much room. They're not just out there in the wind doing
They
their
have
thing.
their space. It's like a nice little sack for the sack. I'm happy about that. I've said this before, and I'll say it goddamn again. Boxer briefs are the male equivalent to yoga pants. You get the yoga pants on, and that's when you know that you're good. You're ready to look good if you're wearing yoga pants. You're ready to look good if you're wearing fucking boxer briefs.
Good point.
You just
That's
have
good.
this different level of confidence. Like, you just feel better about yourself. You're just like, check out what do you call them? The ghibli bits?
Yeah.
I like that,
I'll start calling them the peaches and cream.
I mean, they can. That's whatever you want to call them. Little like Peach LaRue or whatever the hell it was. But they just make you feel good, and they present things nicely too.
They do present nicely.
They're kind of just like, hey.
Well, see, that's what I like about it is because they suck everything in, and then they let the right part have a little bit of space.
Yeah.
So it's almost like every part of your lower body from that mid quad to waistline is pushing toward your dick and pushing your dick outward so it can be the noble peacock that you've always wanted it to be.
When we did the last time in LA when I went down, I did lip sync battle again. At the end, I put on a dress and went out there and did a Time of My Life with Elliot Morgan. And we filmed an entire run of it. And at the end, the producer was like, that was great. We need to do it again. And Greg, you need to go put on shorts. We can see the outline of your dick. And it was a good outline of my dick. It wasn't that my dick looked bad. My dick was presentable for this entire audience. I know, me too.
Because
and that's
usually,
tiny dick, baby dick.
You have a little baby dick.
And little Tootsie Roll dick.
And and what's so funny is that you have to go online to buy condoms that are specifically made for your little dick.
The tiniest condoms possible I have to go find.
It's unbelievable.
Colin does me a favor all the time, reminds me, leaves notes about the tiny condoms all over the house. It's great. I would forget about him. But this time, they were saying your dick's too big. You got to put on shorts. And I credit that.
They didn't, just to let you know, they didn't say it was too big, Greg.
Sure.
They just said it was noticeable.
It was too noticeable.
Yes. No one's, because Greg's dick is about the size. Think of a latex glove.
Yeah.
Think about the pinky in a latex glove.
Yeah,
then cut that in half.
Oh, okay.
All right? That's about how big Greg's dick is.
So it's basically just the head of a 12-year-old penis.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
The head, the Greg's penis, the head on Greg's penis is like a little thimble. Mm-hmm. And then there's about a quarter of an inch of shaft. But then his balls are enormous. And that's what's so mysterious. And sometimes his dick actually gets stuck somewhere in his balls, like
it goes
down.
It's like one of those those little mushrooms.
Don't ask me how I know.
You ever seen those adorable little mushrooms? That's what it sounds like.
Is that what they're called? Chanterelle mushrooms?
Maybe.
Or the shiitake. I like the shiitake.
Shiitake mushrooms are big though, aren't they?
No, they're long and
right.
Like this big.
Mushrooms are cool. We should do a topic with mushrooms sometime.
Oh, I love mushrooms.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a drug addict way. Okay, guys? I mean that I like
let the internet
mushrooms.
interpret that however they want.
I like boxers. I've always liked boxers. I went to the briefs for a little while, and I ran into, it was a conundrum because I ran into a litany of problems. Mm-hmm. My thighs are bigger than a normal person's thighs for my size because of all the hockey I played. They're just huge. They're just huge, and they're always going to be that. And they're always going to be big.
They're like 2 Thanksgiving Day turkeys.
So there's a lot of rubbing kind of going on. And what I found was that the fabric was going up and into the ball area, like covering the grundle in such a way that I would constantly have to pick it out and stuff like that. Yeah. It was just the way my body was built. So I went back to boxers, and it worked fine. Now I don't. There's a few problems here. Balls, are they getting a little more hangy? Sure, they are. Absolutely.
They get longer.
Gravity is relentless.
Yeah.
Is it going to get to the point where they're not going to, like those things you have on your desk where you have one ball and you're not, and it's just, will that be my balls between my kneecaps at one point?
Yeah,
probably.
Probably.
But the thing that's most important is, am I comfortable going through my day in the boxers? And the answer is yes, because A, I really don't give a fuck how I look, and B, I'm going to keep repping the boxers till I die because it makes me feel young. The third thing is that I wish I can go commando, but I have a fear, and I would absolutely go commando if I was confident that I always would zip my zipper up.
But there's no confidence there.
No.
It will happen, and you will never forget it.
Have you ever done that before?
Yes.
Oh my god, it was the worst. It was the worst too. And we were getting ready. This is with a past girlfriend. We were getting ready to have sex too, and I went and peed, and then I was like, I was like,
yeah.
I was just like
in
the room, like in the bathroom, like on the line. Come on, like we are not about to get intimate at all. I am off. I
got my baby dick stuck in my zipper.
I'm on injury reserve. If you guys take me to the hospital, I've amputated my baby dick.
But speaking of just commando and stuff like that, I used to love for years sleeping naked. And I haven't done that in some time, but I was a big fan for quite a while.
Well, we did it at
naked. Oh, that was different though.
You're on vacation.
Did I tell you that one night Nick came in and I was in his bed because I thought it'd be funny?
Yeah.
Well, post-coital doesn't count as sleeping naked,
Mm-hmm. We had some laughs though, didn't we?
We had great. We giggled like school.
Wait, now I want to go back to that. So post-coital doesn't count as sleeping naked.
Yeah.
But
No,
if you fall asleep naked, does that count or no? You're just talking about cuddling, or what are you talking about?
No, like if you're naked after a sexual act, like that's just.
And you fall asleep?
Yeah, that just happens to be. That doesn't count as sleeping naked.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Sleeping naked, you need to go into it. Like at that point, you're sleeping in all this goo and this ooze.
That's the gross thing is that
stuff.
After sex, I feel the need to put on clothes pretty quickly because I'm like, there's so much. There's a lot of slippy slide kind of things going on here.
I like getting it into all my like pores and stuff.
Tim likes to just go down like just scrunch down into the fetal position and try to find whatever's wet down there and just put his face on
To me,
it.
it's like I'm not sure. Is this me? Is this wetness from me? Is this moistness from some other source? I need a barrier after that to be put up, and that barrier is usually a pair of boxers. Where I'm like, I feel safe and secure and snug now again, in my with myself. So I typically don't sleep naked with someone else. I sleep naked by myself, sprawl the fuck out in my bed naked. You better believe it.
Yeah.
But
See, I even in non-sexual experiences and scenarios, I feel like I naturally create liquids. Just a nice little like layer
Like what,
of
Coca-Cola?
moisture coming through. Yeah, a little Coke seeping through in all of my grundly areas.
That's not what that brown liquid
You know? What's up? It's not so much brown
I
liquid.
know, I know.
Gotcha,
Coke.
gotcha.
I was making a
Yeah,
Coke.
I ain't
Liver
making the
shutting
poops,
down.
but it's just like, butt sweats and stuff. I feel like I get a lot of butt sweat. I get a lot of like,
Butt sweat's the worst.
Gucci area,
Yeah.
like
No.
just excretions. And it's like, if I'm laying there, it's like, I don't want to be like getting that everywhere for everyone
Sure,
else. Like,
sure.
I'm just like,
You're polite.
yeah,
You were raised better than that.
I usually take showers before I go to bed because I'm crazy about that kind of thing. Because what's worse than a sweaty ass, really?
Nothing.
When you're walking and it's hot and there's a drip going down your back,
Oh, yeah.
and then it goes directly into your ass crack.
Well, the only thing worse
you
than that
you know
is
what I'm talking
boxer.
about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
boxer brunching,
And
man.
there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah,
I
it's
hate
the
it.
worst.
Boxer brunching is just like, it's a damn epidemic. We need to stop it. We should do something about
Boxer
this.
bunching.
Now, when they all bunch up and stuff.
I
they
have some
to,
moves to
like,
alleviate
organize.
that I can teach you guys.
Well, yeah, you do the whole stuff, but it's like everyone knows what you're doing.
but you gotta do the whole like.
Yeah.
I do that in the bathroom all the time. Like you're doing the tires at fucking mini camp. You know what I mean?
Out there running the combine.
Yeah. The thing with boxer briefs, though, is depending on where you buy them, there's different lengths. Some are closer to just briefs, but I don't like going that close. But there's certain places, H&M, they have a really nice set that don't really have that long of the leg area. It's like they're very close to briefs. Is there a difference between boxer briefs and brief boxers?
It's like red, orange, and orange, red.
No, there's a boxer brief, and then there's another one there's like 3 groups of that specific type of underwear. We'll have to look it up, but and that's what I made that mistake last time I went to buy the Lululemon ones because the ones I bought were like really short. So they were basically tighty whities, but with a little bit.
That's
more
what
of a,
right now. I'm rocking some of those from
and
H&M.
those
They're
are
good.
fine, but I like the ones that are a little bit longer, especially when I do yoga because if I'm upside down, I like if the pants come down.
Yeah.
You don't want to see
Those
my
are my
pasty white
express
thighs.
ones.
I'm not trying to show people that. I'm not trying to expose people to that horror. Also, your quads just look dope when they're covered in latex. Or like spandex,
that's the
rather,
thing, man.
not latex.
Oh, you nearly outed yourself as a latex salesman. You want to be my latex salesman.
No, I do. Yeah, we gotta look those up, but yeah. So you're both boxer briefs, and we're
Yeah.
both
Are
you
boxers.
unzipping your
Yeah.
pants?
Kevin, where do you
I'm
come?
seeing what I got
Where do you come
going
in on
You
this?
just unzipped his pants completely.
Boxer briefs.
Good for him, man.
I mean,
live it
live-
out, Tim.
live
Live
it
out
out.
loud. Bravo.
All right.
Bravo, thank
I was hoping your phone could be bigger than that. Your phone is just really tiny.
Yeah, actually, it's looking smaller these days. Did you get a new one that's smaller than the
I
other
think
one
his
you got?
hands are getting bigger.
Wait. Okay, Google. Text Tim.
That's not how it works.
Send message. Thank you.
You have to turn it on first.
Okay, Google.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, interesting. So you turn your arm like that. That's unnecessary. I don't like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's another episode of the Game Over Greggy Show. Thank you for joining us. Remember, each and every week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table. Each bring a random topic discussion for your amusement. If you like that, you can get the whole show early over on patreon.com/kindafunny each and every Friday. But if you don't have any money to throw our way, no big deal. You can go to youtube.com/kindafunny, get the show broken up topic by topic, day by day, until we post the entire thing the following Friday as an MP3 and YouTube video. Gentlemen,
Yes.
thank you for this. We now must begin breaking all of this down and mailing it to E3.
Break it down.
You're all writing funny stuff here? What do we got here? Got a fuck your mouth. And then Colin's signature and fuck your mouth. Is that your signature, Colin?
Yeah, with my left hand.
Writing in my notes.
With your left hand? We're having a good time over here.
Is that
you
your
gave us
notebook?
200? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Until next time,
Also my pen.
it's been our pleasure to serve you.